What's going on, people? Welcome back, Nick J Francis channel once again. Arsenal take on fucking what is it? Nottingham Forest, City ground. I am not feeling confident about this game at all, to be honest with you. The City ground's a tough place to go. Nottingham Forest are on good form. We just lost to West Ham. We need to find something different. The team that we've gone with isn't giving me confidence as well. I don't really want Mikel Merino up top. We've had this conversation before. Obviously, he came on against Leicester and got the 2 goals, but for me, it's a little bit predictable what Arteta's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a big problem for me. Like, I would still rather start Sterling, Trossard, Wanyeri, and bring Marino on late, just to give the City team something different, something extra to sort of think about. And with this Arsenal team, it's just predictable. Like, it's just so obvious, it's so predictable what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know. I don't know that we can really trouble them. We're gonna have to. The front three doesn't really look like scoring. Obviously, Lewis Skelly's banned. He had that stupid red card. He's banned. So Calafiori has to start. Calafiori wasn't great against West Ham, to be fair. I don't know why he started. I think Lewis Skelly should have started. It's this season really is beginning to just unravel ever so slightly, in my opinion. So I'm not feeling confident about this. I mean, teams going into this, obviously, Arsenal play the same team every week. Raya, Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, midfield of Jorginho, Rice, Erdegaard, Partey's out. So it looks like Jorginho starting, Wanyeri, Marino, and Trossard. And that midfield, again, for counter-attacks, which is what um, Nottingham Forest are going to look to do, is sit deep and counter-attack. That midfield doesn't look great for a counter-attacking team. There's not a lot of protection. Rice is going to have to do a bit more of a defensive job. We've kicked off already, and obviously for Nottingham Forest, we've got Sells in goal, Aina, Milinkovic, Murillo, Williams back four, Dominguez and Anderson midfield, Elanga, Gibbs White, Callum Hudson-Odoi. That's really the danger area for them, and Chris Wood up top, the man at the moment. Here comes Elanga already trying to get to the byline and put a cross away. Gets the ball all the way across the pitch. Aina trying to get the cross back across again. I think it's Trossard dropping back and trying to just kind of cover him. And I just don't like Marino at 9. Like, he doesn't know the role. So yeah, he got them 2 goals against Leicester, but everything else just isn't right. The pressing, in my opinion, isn't quite right. The positioning isn't quite right. He's not a natural 9. Wanyeri tries to find Erdegaard, bit of a loose pass. There's a good pass. Wanyeri's kind of played it in front of Erdegaard, and Erdegaard kind of wants the ball to feet a little bit more. And look, Gibbs White's picked up a good bit of space. Chris Wood, he's going to go wide. Defensively, like I say, that midfield has no protection at all. No protection whatsoever. Callum Hudson-Odoi is standing up. Trossard rolls across the box. Rice can Arsenal break? Trossard's got the ball, and we just don't have any pace in this team. Trossard plays a really flat pass forward to Rice. We just look awful. We already just don't look good. Already, I don't really see how we win this game, to be honest with you. City, Nottingham Forest look well up for it. They look aggressive. They look sharp. Arsenal, we've had 2 opportunities to break, and the passing's been poor both times. One from Wanyeri, one from Trossard. As soon as Trossard played that pass, you could see the pass was never getting there. Declan Rice was never getting there. Aina runs into trouble. Marino, can he keep the ball? No, he's had his pocket picked. Hudson-Odoi gives away and Calafiori already is probably going to pick up a yellow card against Hudson-Odoi. He does 2 minutes in, and he's already picked up a yellow card. That's so shit, man. That is so shit. Arsenal just don't look confident at all, and we've got one left back on a red card, so he's banned, and another left back who's on a yellow card already. Awful. We're probably gonna have to see Tierney this game. Let me check the bench. Ben White, Tierney, Partey, Kivior, Zinchenko, Sterling, all on the bench. We might have to see Kieran Tierney at some point. I'm surprised Kivior's still here. I was convinced he was going in January, but he's still here. I don't know why he's still here, but we haven't bought a striker or an attacker. Who is this taking the free kick? So Langer with the free kick. Drops into the box. That's a foul for Arsenal. Arsenal try to take a quick free kick and it's blocked. That's quite smart, actually. Milinkovic was standing in front of the free kick, and what Arsenal did is deliberately kick the free kick into him to then complain to the ref that he slowed down play. Yeah, that's quite smart. Gabriel, he was blocking the free kick, and Gabriel's just been quite smart there to force him onto a yellow card. Now Milinkovic and Calafiori both on yellow cards, but like I say, Arsenal just don't look confident. You've got Jorginho receiving the ball in the midfield, trying to turn, and Gibbs White and Elanga are right next to him. He can't turn, so he has to just pass it back to Saliba. Good ball over the top from Saliba, straight to Wanyeri. Wanyeri up against Nico Williams, and we get a corner. Jurriën Timber, actually, and we get a corner. That's brilliant. That's much better. We are probably going to have... So in build-up with this team, we are probably going to have to miss out the midfield and go from defence straight to attack. And then I think the midfield is more likely to get us goals. I can see Rice or Erdegaard getting us goals, but I can't see them being involved in build-up play. They're only involved in build-up play, especially Erdegaard, but the game is played quite slow. That's the argument that people have about Erdegaard all the time. In a slow game, he's lethal. In a fast-paced, counter-attacking game, he's just not effective, Erdegaard. He's not. The ball is going to have to miss him quite a lot today. People are going to say he's going to have a poor game. You can make the argument he's going to have a poor game, but I can already predict that in this style of game, he's not going to get too involved. We've gone short. Forest are already pressing us. We're not able to get the crossaway. We get a crossaway now towards the back post. Marino's there. He doesn't get first contact on it. Trossard, I know. Gibbs White, all battling for the ball. And I think it goes for a Arsenal throw, or is it a Forest throw? I think it's a Forest throw. And Marino's taken a whack in the mouth in that melee. Arsenal are going to have to do something to just... Yeah, he's taken an elbow from Chris Wood. I don't know if that's intentional or not. VAR might take a look at that, to be fair, because Chris Wood is not looking at the ball at all. He's just staring at Marino and elbows him in the head. He's not actually looking at the ball. I do wonder. No, okay, VAR's checked it. VAR's checked it, and it's nothing. I don't think it is a red card or anything like that. But like when you see it, it's kind of soft contact. But to be fair, Chris Wood is not looking at the ball trying to make a challenge. He's just taking out Marino. But I still don't really think it. When I say that, it sounds a bit aggressive, but it's not quite enough. Erdegaard on the ball now for the first time, trying to carry it forwards. He does find a pass to Marino. Good play from Marino, to be fair. Marino on the floor again. Calafiori, there's not really any options for him. Finds Erdegaard. They're pressing relentlessly. We just have to stem the pressure and stem the bleeding. Like they're not going to be able to do this all game. Wanyeri, good play. Every time we offload the pass, we're taking little fouls from Forest. Constant little fouls in there. Gabriel and Calafiori want the ball switched to the left-hand side. The pitch is congested, though. Lovely little turn from Erdegaard. No free kick there, ref. The Arsenal players want a free kick and they're not going to get one. Like I said, I'm not sure how effective Erdegaard is going to be in this game. Just with the way that he plays football, he scans the pitch really well when he's looking for a pass, but he doesn't scan the pitch that well when he's actually kind of receiving the ball. He tends to receive the ball and not know there's a player around him or pressing him quite quickly. Calafiori just looks rattled. The ball's coming at Calafiori from the air. Hudson-Odoi is about 5 yards away from him. He's got time to bring it down and play the ball, and he just tries to volley it out of play or just whack it anywhere. He's so scared of running against the pace of Callum Hudson-Odoi already. And I get it. Hudson-Odoi's quick. He's dangerous, but even if you're going to be scared, you can't let him know that you're scared. Do you know what I mean? Well cut out from Erdegaard. The ball's loose. This is a really open game. Jorginho gets the ball. He needs to look for a pass. He does. He finds Marino, and again a little foul in there on Marino, and the ball comes loose again. Marino keeps dropping into midfield almost sort of instinctively. Rice in the midfield now. I like the work that Rice is doing so far. Rice again. Trossard almost just doesn't even look up for running at Aina. He just every time he touches the ball, he just offloads it. He doesn't fancy it at all. I don't know why. Elanga travelling and travelling and travelling all the way almost to Arsenal's box, but can't get a pass away. It's good defending from Timber, just stays with him all the way. Erdegaard now has got all the midfield to play with. And Arsenal they don't move with him. They didn't really move with any belief there, Arsenal. Erdegaard again. To be fair, I'm getting annoyed with Erdegaard's like passing, but there was no options there on the counter attack. Trossard. Brilliant from Rice. Lovely little turn. Can he get a shot away? He does get a shot away. It's blocked. That's really good turn and run from Rice. Calafiori tries to cut it back to Trossard, but it's cut out. Now Ina's going to try and come forwards. Arsenal trying to shut off options, but he's got Jorginho in front of him. That won't slow him down. Oh, what a cross that is from Gibbs White. Chris Wood finds a shot, but it's blocked. Well, that is an unbelievable cross from Gibbs White. He's surrounded by about 4 or 5 Arsenal players. He just digs out a cross right between the 2 Arsenal centre backs and right onto the feet of Chris Wood. That is brilliant. Really, really brilliant. Gabriel just slowing the game down now a little bit. 10 minutes in, it's been high paced. It's been a high paced, fast paced game. Really fast paced game. Wanyeri and Erdegaard, little 1-2. Wanyeri tries to slip in Trossard. It's a really good idea. Hudson-Odoi has to just send it for a throw. It's a really good idea from Wanyeri. Hudson-Odoi just too fast. Trossard and Jorginho passing to each other, but just receiving the ball in a lot of congestion. Finds Wanyeri out wide. Timber overlapping. Wanyeri goes for the strike. Has deflected. Jorginho, does he look for a shot? Nope, he goes to Erdegaard. Timber. It's not the best cross from Timber. It's actually not. Is that deflected for a corner? Nope, it's an awful cross. 11 minutes in, it feels like we've seen more than 11 minutes worth of action. It's been all out action the whole time, to be honest. Arsenal win the header from Sell's goal kick. I think is that Wanyeri that's pushed over. Couple of fouls Arsenal are appealing for and not getting. Ref doesn't seem too interested. Arsenal, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Is there any news on why Partey is not starting? Let me check. Let me check Twitter. Ball over the top to Chris Wood, but he's just about held off. No news of why Partey is not starting. Every 50-50 challenge they seem to just give to Nottingham Forest. Nico Williams throws himself to the ground, and yeah. Gabriel back to Raya. Oh, Raya very, very close. A good pass in the end from Raya to Calafiori. I like the way Rice is the only player just receiving that ball on the half turn, turning away from danger. Erdegaard drifted wide like he does. Man City are currently playing Spurs. They're already 1-0 up against Tottenham at the Tottenham's ground as well. 1-2 with Erdegaard and Marino. Marino's taken down to the floor, but again, the ref not interested in the foul. Trossard digs that across. It's not bad from Trossard to just pick out that cross. Jorginho tries to find a cross. That one's a little bit flat. Lovely, lovely pass from Erdegaard. Again, Timber went for a shot and his foot was blocked. And had he gone down, there could have been a good appeal for a penalty, but he didn't go down. They go straight over the top to Gibbs White, who looks to find Chris Wood and Gabriel for brilliant tackle. Brilliant tackle from Gabriel. I mean, people talk about Saliba and that. Like I say, if we can get over 100 million for Saliba, I think that we make that sale this summer. Over 100 million, invest that in another centre back, another young, up and coming centre back, and a decent striker. I'm all for that. Gabriel is the man, in my opinion. I'd like to keep Saliba. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to keep him, but if it is going to go, we have to just make sure we get maximum value for him. I think we can push Real Madrid almost to 150 million. I think we can get 120, 130 million for him. Rice, can you look at a shot? He does look at a shot. It's deflected and goes for a corner. That's what we're going to need. I said Rice and Erdegaard are probably going to be the people to score. The midfielders are going to be the people to score. Rice is playing with a lot of confidence here, more confidence than some of the other players. With Declan Rice, it's not that he's more technical than the other players. He's just more athletic. Like Trossard doesn't want to run. We're playing Nottingham Forest, who are behind us in the league, and both their wingers are faster than both our wingers. To be fair, Wanieri's sort of a 10/winger. He's still young. But Trossard, not quick. Sterling, not quick anymore. Martinelli's quick. Obviously, he's injured. Saka, reasonably quick. Another corner for Arsenal. We haven't scored a corner in a while. Corner comes in. Marino looks to get it. It's punched away from the keeper. Is the ref blown for a foul? I think the ref's blown for a foul. Arsenal just putting a cross across the box. Trossard, can he keep it alive? Trossard running against Aina. And he does the turn again. I don't know if he's played him before. He just doesn't back his pace against Aina. I don't know what it is. Because he just turns him. But then he doesn't want to run against him. Declan Rice with the corner. It's a good corner, driven in. A little bit, doesn't beat the first man though. It did look like a good corner. Wanyeri's picked it up loose. Timber. There's no one else, there's no one to cross it to. He tries to find Wanyeri again, but all the Arsenal players dropped back. There was no one there to actually hit. It's a great switch of play from Trossard. Lovely switch. Timber on the edge of the box finds Wanyeri. Wanyeri digs out a little cross to Rice. That's a good little dig out. Trossard dispossesses Callum Hudson-Odoi and he picks himself up a free kick. That's really good play from Arsenal. That's much, much better. Just picks Callum Hudson-Odoi's pocket. Callum Hudson-Odoi finds himself on the wrong side of Trossard and just tries to go through the back of him, but sends him to the floor. Arsenal probably operate this like a corner, but it's a little bit closer than a corner for Declan Rice. Jorginho's up there. I'm not sure why Jorginho's up there. Surely Jorginho should be on the edge of the box because he cannot jump and he's not beating anyone for any physicality. So unless he's going to be occupying the goalkeeper. Rice's cross. It's decent cross. Arsenal can't get on it first though. Lovely pass from Saliba, Erdegaard, Trossard. Tries to switch the play again. Not as successful that time. Arsenal, they're just growing into the game. Feels like we've taken a lot of the sting out of Nottingham Forest attack in that first 10 minutes. Growing into the game a bit. And Nottingham Forest now not so much on the front foot, just looking for the counter-attack. Trossard of a cross is not the best cross again. Rice almost gets there first, but he just leaves the ball behind him. I think Trossard's just got away with a ref. Trossard did handball it there. It looked like he got away with it, I think. But I think it's Nuno that's appealing for it. I don't know, maybe it's not a handball. It does touch his hand, but it's right in front of his body. There's nothing he can do unless he chops his hands off. I saw Nuno appealing for it, and then the ref gave it. The liner didn't even give it. Calafiori puts a hand on the shoulder of Callum Hudson-Odoi, then remembers he's on a yellow. Cuts across the back of Callum Hudson-Odoi, and the ref says there's not enough for a foul. The ref originally waves it off, but I think VAR is going to look at it. Let's see that again. Callum Hudson-Odoi is getting into the box. Calafiori, he doesn't really make a lot of contact. Let's see it again slowly. See it real slow. No, it's not any contact. He's already going over under his own steam. I don't think that's a penalty. Yeah, VAR's checked it. No penalty. But that's clearly the battle they want because Timber, I think, is a little bit quicker. Timber and Elanga is a bit more of a close battle in terms of running than Calafiori versus Hudson-Odoi. You know, Hudson-Odoi clearly has already got Calafiori's number, and he's already on a yellow. Even just putting his hand on the shoulder there, that was risky, really risky. Calafiori now, great turn. Could he get a shot away? He does get a shot away. Oh, it's off the post on his weak foot as well. That's what Calafiori can do. That's why he's in the team. He just picks the ball up from Trossard, drops the shoulder on Murillo, and then he's gone on his right foot. And you knew he was going to get a shot away straight away. It's a really good shot. It just comes off the inside of the post. And that could easily come off the inside of the post and go in. Instead, it comes off the inside of the post and goes out. Really unlucky. from Calafiori. Ref's giving a foul to Chris Wood as well. Him and Saliba both got up for the ball together. It's really, really soft. Ref's giving some really soft fouls to Nottingham Forest. We've given the ball away as well on the edge of the box, but the shot goes straight into David Raya's hands. Man United drawing 1-1, a Morsey own goal. Ipswich were beating Man United 1-0 as well. So Man United look like they've got a little bit of luck there. Calafiori again leaves it to Rice. I really like the work that Rice is doing, like I've said before. Declan Rice again. Calafiori. Calafiori looks a lot more confident since getting that shot away. And that's what we're going to need from different players. We need different shots. Trossard now tries a shot. Maybe not the best time or decision to try that shot there. It was just congested. The ref has blown it, given another soft foul to Nottingham Forest. Any type of contact on a Forest player is going to result in a yellow card. Any type of contact. Yeah, Marino was definitely offside there. Miles offside. Hudson-Odoi does well. Brink keeps that in. First 10 minutes, it felt like Nottingham Forest threw their best attacks, and the next 10 minutes, it felt like we threw our best attacks, and now Nottingham Forest starting to get into the game a little bit more again. Hudson-Odoi up against Calafiori. That's the battle they want. It's gone for a goal kick. Calafiori was completely caught out there, to be fair. The pass from Anderson was a little bit overhit, so Callum Hudson-Odoi didn't see it, but Calafiori was completely done. Once they get around him and they put him in a little rondo and put him in the middle of a triangle, he loses his way really quickly. Gabriel's up really high. Good little 1-2. Calafiori's up high as well. Calafiori's looking to go and get himself a goal. I mean, what the Gabriel and Calafiori are both up in the box trying to get on the attack. 2-1 Man United. De Ligt has scored up against Ipswich. United on the comeback. Nearly half an hour gone in this game. Calafiori's chance is still probably the best chance. As much as we've felt a little bit of pressure from Nottingham Forest at times, David Raya himself hasn't really actually had to make any saves. The ball's gone loose. Wanyeri picks it up. Erdegaard's travelling. Trossard's got it. Great feat from Trossard just to spin away from number 16. Jorginho, again, the attack was just too slow. We had numbers and we've let them come back. And Jorginho tries to slip that ball through, but nobody was on the same page as him. And yeah, Timber wasn't really on the front foot there. I'm trying to see what the nature of Thomas Partey's injury is and why he's not starting. But he's fit enough for the bench, so he can't be injured. Is it just tactical? Could that be the difference in the second half, maybe? Wanyeri's picked up the ball. There's a lot of space to run into. He goes backwards to Timber. Timber, great feet from Timber. Just spins away from two Forest players and switches really well to Trossard. That's really good stuff from Drew and Timber, to be fair. Calafiori. We've lost it, and now Elanga's going to come forward and try and put Forest on the counter. Arsenal get into their defensive shape really quickly, to be fair. I actually think we've been okay on defensive transitions. Like I say, they've counted on us a couple of times, but haven't really been able to actually create much goal scoring opportunities. We've probably created more goal scoring opportunities than they have. Erdegaard just misses receiving that ball from Rice. It wasn't really a pass. Rice was just trying to kind of get it out of his feet, and Erdegaard couldn't quite get onto it. Again, Nottingham Forest slipped that ball straight into their number 10. Trossard against Aina. Trossard gets there just about in time. But because Rice is on the front foot and attacking a lot, Jorginho needs to be there to give that back force and protection. And he's just not. It's weight because he's so slow. It's so easy to shake him off and go and pick up some space somewhere. Great touch from Wanyeri. Marino, Rice now galloping forwards, Trossard. And again, Trossard's going to slow it down and not run forwards. It's so frustrating. Even if Trossard can't beat Aina for pace, you can just push him back a little bit and gain some territory and gain some yards. And he's constantly slowing it down. We've gone all the way back to the centre backs now, and we've leaving it to the centre backs to try and build up an attack from scratch. But we had them on the counter. Trossard, Gabriel on the edge of Nottingham Forest box. And I think that's Marino who's just caught by Anderson. Done okay so far. 34 minutes in. Looked like we would concede early, but we haven't. And like I say, we've probably had the better chances, to be honest. But it's close. The worry is just the bench, really. I mean, attacking wise, all we've got is Raheem Sterling that can come on. Erdegaard looks like he's going to dig out a cross. He does go for the cross back post. Oh, and it's just a little bit high. It's just a little bit high. And they've given the free kick to Nottingham Forest again, but I don't know why. Nico Williams goes down under no contact whatsoever. No contact whatsoever. Luckily, it's not a goal, but it's clear that if that goal did go in, what they would have been looking to do, and they would have been looking to flip in, fall on the floor and try and get a free kick for themselves. But that's ridiculous. No contact in that challenge whatsoever. Good challenge from Timber. We've gone to Wanieri, and I don't know why we've gone to Wanieri there. He's just congested in so much. Like Erdegaard, sometimes his IQ annoys me. He's just surrounded by so many players. Jorginho again receives the ball and just has no awareness of who's around him. And as he receives the ball, he turns into a challenge. No awareness whatsoever. Luckily, the challenge is so powerful, it sends the ball back to the goalkeeper, but he's got no idea where he is. Marino is basically dropped into the midfield, and Calafiori's playing up top. Again, Erdegaard very frustrating. He's headed the ball to Trossard, who's offside, but he had the time and space to bring that ball down. Jorginho heads the ball to Chris Wood. Honestly, shocking. Callum Hudson-Odoi crosses, but it's cut out by Saliba. Marino's playing everywhere. It's a great challenge from Marino. Oh, and the ref is going to give a foul. There's no foul in that. That's a good challenge. Let's see that again. I don't know. The ref is giving everything to Nottingham Forest. That's a great challenge. He's gone straight through the ball. Because Einer's gone down and the crowd has cheered, the ref's given it. That is such a bad decision from the ref. That's an awful decision from the ref, honestly. Timber gets the ball clear. Any 50-50, they're just giving to Forest. The ref is awful today, honestly. Gibbs White getting into the Arsenal box. Again, good defensive work from Marino. Keeper's rolled it to Jorginho. Rice overlapping Trossard. But Trossard's got to try and get beyond Aina. We're not being friendly to Rice. Rice is in the flow of the run. We need to make it as easy for him as possible. And we're making it difficult for him. He's having to pass it backwards. Trossard, for some reason, doesn't fancy the run against Aina. Doesn't want to run against him. Trossard again, he just don't want to run. He's got the ball out wide and he just looks at Aina and doesn't want to run. He's just standing still. Trossard will not run at all. I don't know what's going on with him. Gabriel asking Rice to play the ball forwards. We need someone. We need an option. Jorginho's an option now. He's in loads of room. This is where Jorginho can play when he's got the whole game in front of him. Wanyeri, lovely pass. Goes to Trossard. He's got Callum Hudson-Odoi in front of him. There's no way he's going to try and run him. He's just going to try and cut in. Digs out a pass to Wanyeri. Good ball from Gabriel. Just goes straight through the legs of the Arsenal attacker. Arsenal just starting to push Forest back into their box. Trossard, he's got two against him. He finds a good pass. Jorginho, Calafiori. Wanyeri, brilliant little turn. Can he get a shot away? We'll take the corner. Wondered if he could just get a shot away there a little bit quicker, Wanyeri, but that was brilliant. He just receives that ball in such a dangerous space. He's got two players on him and he just rolls them both. Should have maybe got the shot away first time. Spin, and once you're away, doesn't need that extra touch. Bang, get the shot away. But he takes an extra touch where he probably doesn't need it. Murillo comes across, but that's really good. Obviously, 17, still getting that experience, but that will come in time. But what a turn that is. We need that from Trossard. We need that from Erdegaard. We need that from those types of players. We're not getting it from them. We're only getting that from Wanyeri at the moment, 17 years old. He's frustrated with himself. He knows that's a big chance. He knows that's a big, big chance. Back post cross. Arsenal get there first. It's bouncing around the box. Can we get a shot away? No whistle from the ref. Forest get it clear. Jorginho, no, Erdegaard. Timber. Who is that? Who? It's not Timber because Timber's still down in the box. Rice, Calafiori, Trossard. Does he look for a shot? They got 10 men basically in their box. Forest have 10, 11 men all in their box. Poor pass from Trossard, cut out. Morgan Gibbs White racing against Gabriel, but Gabriel gets there first. I don't know why Timber tries to just. I don't know what Timber's doing there. He's still calling the ref for the foul. The foul's gone. He's not giving it. It's gone. Move on. He's not giving the foul. There's no excuse to just give the ball away stupidly. Now we're under pressure. So stupid from Timber just there. Erdegaard picks up a loose ball, finds Rice. Big challenge from Morgan Gibbs White. Wanyeri now. Erdegaard. Finds Trossard. Some good passages of play, but when we just slow it down. Saliba coming forwards. Jorginho, Wanyeri. Come on, boys. Let's find a route to goal here. Timber's still trying to go on the outside of the fullback. No foul. Fullback's gone down and no foul given. Rice, he's got two. You've got two on you. And now Hudson-Odoi is going to run against Calafiori. Just like that. One bad decision. There's no movement from Arsenal. I'm just seeing them stand still. They just stand still and they wait for the ball to come. It's so easy to mark. One minute of added time left. 45 minutes in. What time to score this would be, but it doesn't look likely, really. Odegaard going backwards again. We've got 30 seconds on the clock, boys. Urgency, anyone? We're strolling around the pitch. No one's creating any options or opportunities. Nobody. Wanyeri out wide. Jorginho, little ball over the top, but no one's reading that pass. That's time. I don't know who that pass was for. What a shit half of football that was, to be honest. Nottingham Forest 6 points behind us. 12 games to go in the league. And I think that we've been pretty not poor. I think we've been okay. Just okay. That's as much as I could give this Arsenal team. You know, we should be doing a lot better. The opportunities for us to go and create something have been there. And we just keep not doing it. The decision making, I would say, is what's really poor, in my opinion. We've had 6 shots, none on target. They've had 2 shots, only 1 on target. We've had 65% of the possession, more passes, all that kind of stuff. More fouls, one yellow card each. We've been offside once, 4 corners. We've been the ones pressing the action for sure. And they had a 10-minute period where they were pressing the action. But like I say, you know, that kind of, we've got a half time. That kind of went away once we took the sting out of their attack. First 10, 15 minutes, you know, it looked like Callum Hudson-Odoi was their main kind of threat. Obviously, for goals, it's got to be Chris Wood, but the battle they want to isolate. They want to isolate Chris Wood. They want to isolate Hudson-Odoi against Calafiori. Do you know what I mean? That's the main thing they want to do, and that's how Calafiori got his yellow card. And he's been close to get, you know, very lucky. He didn't make any contact on Callum Hudson-Odoi for the second challenge, but Hudson-Odoi went over. The ref didn't give it, but the ref's been given a lot of fouls for them. Any 50-50 contact, and the ref's just giving them every single foul. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if we're feeling the pace of the game or if we're feeling fatigue in the team, but the movement is poor. Like, you know, Calafiori, Rice, I will give credit to Marino as well. They're picking up different positions. Marino's playing like 2 or 3 different positions. Rice picking up the ball, driving in the midfield. There are too many players that don't want to run with the ball. That's the problem that we've got. If I go through that 11, take away the back 4, in the midfield, only Rice wants to run with the ball. Only Rice can pick up the ball and drive the ball forwards. Odegaard won't do it. Jorginho won't do it. Of the front 3, Marino will do it and Wanyeri will do it, but Trossard won't do it. Rice is picking up the ball. He's the centre midfielder. The opportunity, as soon as he picks up the ball and starts driving forwards, Trossard has to go. Just go and quick. But Trossard doesn't go. Rice starts breaking into their half, getting towards their box, and Trossard's behind him. He runs into 2 or 3 City Nottingham Forest players, and he has to look back and pass backwards to Trossard. Like Trossard's got to get ahead of him. When Trossard just doesn't have the confidence, he doesn't want to run against Aina. I don't know why. Maybe the strength battle, he doesn't like it. The pace of Callum Hudson-Odoi. But when Trossard has found himself in those positions against Hudson-Odoi, against Aina, he's been able to turn him. He's been able to beat them. We got the free kick because he was able to pick the pocket of Callum Hudson-Odoi, get past him. He's been able to cut in against Aina and get across the way. He just doesn't back himself, and I think the game, doing that is too hard. It's almost lazy, to be honest. That's what I would say. It's lazy. It's just he just wants to receive the ball, put across into the box, and then we score. But that's not the way the game's played. You're going to have to play the game as it presents itself, and sometimes that means you're going to have to overlap and do some of that stuff you don't want to do. It's been a pretty lazy performance from Trossard, in my opinion. Erdegaard is never lazy. Erdegaard is working very, very hard, but his decision making is poor. His decision making doesn't make any sense. He's some of the passes he's doing are just like, it's like he's shifting the responsibility. He's giving the responsibility away to other people because he doesn't want the responsibility for himself. That's how it comes across. He can be the person to go and take responsibility. I've seen Declan Rice in our box making tackles, protecting our back four, driving through the midfield with the ball, getting shots away. I've seen Calafiori doing the same, making crucial tackles. He's on a yellow card, I know, but he's making crucial tackles, moving forwards, roll up in Nottingham Forest box, rolling them, trying to get a shot away, hitting the post. I've seen Wanyeri exactly the same, picking up the ball, cutting in, trying to get a shot, coming all the way over to Trossard's side to rock that chance that Wanyeri had where he spun and didn't quite get a shot away. That's Trossard's position. Trossard should be doing that kind of thing. But Wanyeri came all the way over to get involved and do it. I've seen Marino dropping deep, making tackles up top, trying to win headers everywhere. And I'm not seeing that from Jorginho. Jorginho just says, right, this is the game I play. I sit deep, you give me the ball, and I'll spread the ball around the pitch. Fine. And Trossard says, this is me. Plays we know Jorginho is limited, so we kind of almost expect that or accept it from Jorginho. But Trossard is doing very much the same thing. He's saying, listen, I'm going to sit out here. If you pass me the ball, I'll cross the ball. That's all I'm going to do. Outside of that, I'm not really willing to do anything else. And honestly, I know that Trossard is better than Sterling, but I'm leaning towards bringing Trossard off and bringing Sterling on for the last half an hour, because the performance I'm seeing from Trossard is lazy. It's just lazy, no effort, really, really lazy. Sterling is going to give us legs. Sterling's not the Sterling of years gone by. We know that. But for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something for him to, push Aina back, run at him with the ball, push forwards. Sterling will try and break those lines. That's what we'll try and do. When Erdegaard has the ball, when Rice has the ball, Sterling will try and create opportunities for line-breaking passes. Trossard isn't even giving us the opportunity for line-breaking passes right now. And the opportunities to break their lines are there. When we counter-attack, they're there. When they're sitting deep, the opportunities aren't there. But when we're on the counter attack, the opportunities are there to break those lines. We're just not doing it. We're just not doing it. Let me take a look at Twitter and see what Twitter is saying, because they've got to be saying the same sort of thing as me. And well, maybe they don't have to be saying the same sort of thing as me, but. And then we look at the scores from the other Premier League games as well, because I know Man United were 1-0 down. So half-time, Manchester United 2-2. Jaden Philogene has scored in the extra time, so it's 2-2 there, and Man United also down to 10 men. Patrick Dorgo is on the straight red card. I don't know what that's for, but I have to take a look at that. Obviously 0-0 in our game. Tottenham still losing 1-0 to Man City at Tottenham's ground, and Brentford are beating Everton at the G-Tech, which is expected. Newcastle versus Liverpool just 9 minutes in. So what does that mean for the table? I mean, nothing really happens in the table, to be fair. I mean, even if we can win today, we'll go up to if 57 points. We'll still be no, we'll go up to 56 points. We'll still be quite a way behind Liverpool, to be fair. We'll still be quite a way away. Yo, Amad Diallo, what happened to your boy Dorgo, man? What happened to Dorgo, bro? Man, is he out here fly kicking people? What's he doing? Let me look up that red card. Oh, it's on Amari Hutchinson. Oh, do you know what's unfortunate about that? He gets a lot of the ball, to be fair. Yeah, that's on the edge. That's on the edge. That one there. I'm not gonna lie, because he's got the ball. He's gone straight through the ball, but he's gone straight through the man as well. Yeah, it is a red card. It is dangerous, unfortunately, but yeah, that's a bit of a sticky one still. Yeah, he went through the ball. To be fair, he got a lot of the ball, and phew, straight red card. Yeah, it's one of them ones, isn't it? Is it reckless? I think that's a little bit unlucky, to be fair. Yeah, I do think that Anana two mistakes, black goalkeepers ain't it. That's peak, bro. Nah, bro. Shaka Hislop was a top keeper, blood. I told you that before, bro. You told me that Anana's better than Raya. He's not, bro. Anana's trash. Anana's not trash, but Anana is like Ramsdale to me. He's a good goalkeeper, good distribution, good goalkeeper, but he's going to make mistakes. You know he's going to make mistakes. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like Raya will make a mistake once every so often, 100%. But Onana makes so many mistakes. But he can play like he's a good goalkeeper. He's good. He's not shit. But the amount of mistakes he makes is like unforgivable. Honestly. So what are you saying? You man are probably not going to beat Ipswich, who are in a relegation team. No wins in five, and you man probably are going to lose to them. Swear down. Is this what Man United's on? Yeah, I think it's a red. It's dangerous. It is dangerous, yeah, but he didn't mean for it to be dangerous. He's gone through the ball, and as he's gone through the ball, he's gone through the ball, and then the ball's rolled away, and then he's gone the ball. He's rolled his foot's rolled over the ball and gone through the shin. So it's dangerous, but I don't think he didn't mean it to be dangerous. Do you know what I'm saying? But modern football, bro, modern football is what it is. You didn't want the hair to leave from the start. The problem is you man try and move to this ball playing centre back type of situation, in it, and obviously De Gea, he can't play football, so that's what it is. Like you lot had a lot of good. I feel like I feel like this problem isn't even with this problem isn't even just with Man United. This problem is with everybody. Everybody now tries to play the same style of football. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody tries to play the same style of football. So you lot had like a world class keeper, and it was like, oh no, we want a keeper that can play balls out from the back and play with the ball on the floor. And bro, it's not everyone has to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Not everyone has to have a ball playing centre back. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone has to have like it's just too everyone's just trying to do the same thing. Us as well. You know, we had the same thing. We had Leno, really good goalkeeper. Time to get rid of him for Ramsdale, And then we decided to get rid of Ramsdale for Raya. It's like, bro, for the sake of ability to play a ball, like everyone trying to do exactly the same thing. It's jarring, man. All football teams trying to be exactly the same now. We saying you guys looking to get Pogba back again for a third time. Have you heard about that? Pogba to United, part 3. We don't have ball playing centre back first. You have to build with the ball from CB. That's what Martinez was supposed to be, no? Martinez came from Ajax, and that's what he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be your ball playing centre back. That's literally what Martinez's job was supposed to be. He's going to be the guy that plays that's the technical ball playing centre back. Just looking at this goal from Liverpool. Oh my days, the keeper's awful. Look at bro. Do you see Liverpool's goal against Tottenham? The ball's right next to the flipping goalkeeper, bro. Here's Man City's goal against. Oh, Tottenham, you are terrible, bro. I'm just seeing all the goals now. Here's Ipswich's first goal. Oh, Nana, what are you doing? Nana, what are you doing? Nana, what are you doing, bro? And here's Brentford's goal against Everton as well. Wisser just threw himself at that ball, man. I want Brian and Boma, you know. The disrespect for De Gea from our fan base was criminal. Yeah, bro, you man are criminals, isn't it? That's you lot's fan base, bro. That's the way you man are. But coming out for the second half, they're now crying about Rashford, who done nothing for the club. The thing is, well, Rashford's an academy product, isn't it? So when you have a player from the academy, obviously it's more emotional. But I think the thing is, also earlier I said we're probably going to see Kieran Tierney on, and that's what we're seeing. I imagine that's Calafiori off and Kieran Tierney on, which is a shame. I'm not going to lie, because Calafiori, yeah, defensively he was getting cooked by Callum Hudson-Odoi, but offensively he looked like he was going to score, bro. He honestly looked like he was going to score. Calafiori, like he hit the post. Calafiori, I don't know if you saw it, Ahmad, but he dropped the shoulder, spun 2 defenders, and then cut it on his right foot and hit the post. But yeah, Erdegaard for me, I need to see more from Erdegaard and Trossard. I need to see more from this half, 100%. But yeah, the Rashford thing, I think he just got stagnant. Like, do you know what I mean? He's clearly a talented player, but he just got a little bit stagnant, a little bit stale. And sometimes man just needed a change of scenery. Do you know what I'm saying? We got scammed by 10 fraud. Bro, we try to tell you, man, that just because you man would win those cups, like the manager wasn't it. Like he weren't it at the top level. Do you know what I mean? But now you got Ruben Amar out, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Second half coming up in the Arsenal game. Gonna keep an eye on these other games as well. And we know already what it is. First 5-10 minutes against Nottingham Forest. This is where we're really bad. Our first 10 minutes. It's not a foul, Timber. Get off the floor, bro. Timber, get off the floor, man. Yeah, he did. He did win a lot of trophies at United, but man don't care about that, innit? Man just like, yeah, I want a ball playing centre. I want a ball playing goalkeeper now. That's what it is. First 10 minutes, we need to just be really tidy because we need to weather a storm. We know first 5-10 minutes of the second half, Nottingham Forest are going to come out, be really sharp, really aggressive. They're going to test out Kieran Tierney now and put a ball over his head for Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think Arsenal should be confident going into the second half. Like I say, let's weather the storm. Let's get to 55, 60, and then let's start turning up the pressure. Because for all of the opportunities that they had, Nottingham Forest, they didn't actually really create anything. Do you know what I mean? They had 2 shots, 1 on target for the whole half. and even that shot was quite speculative. We had 6 shots, none on target, but we look like the more likely to score. So they're going to play how they play. They're a good team, and we know they're going to be really sharp first 5-10 minutes of the second half, just like they were first sort of 10 minutes of the first half. But their style of play, when they're in the flow, is very, very difficult to maintain. Gabriel does well. Like I say, Trossard is the one I'm looking at. Trossard, I need to see more. I need to see you. Look, you've got the ball here, and again, he goes backwards. What I want to see from Trossard is some confidence in picking up the ball and running with the ball. He looks so lazy. He's just picking up the ball and then looking for a pass, just staying static and looking for a pass. You've got to give me more. Also, when Tierney's running forwards or when Declan Rice is running forwards, I need to see you overlapping. You're a winger. I need to see that. Great feet from Wanyeri. Still good feet from Wanyeri. So difficult for it's just pulling Nico Williams all the way out of position. Trossard, here he is on the ball. Finds Rice. Almost finds Wanyeri. Trossard, Erdegaard. Erdegaard, that's got to be better, bro. Arsenal seem like almost intimidated by Nottingham Forest defenders. Like, when we get near their defensive line, we just don't want it. We just look nervous. Erdegaard was in there and he just fluffed it, man. If we lose to Ipswich, do you think it's a sackable performance from this manager? Bro, I think the whole season's a sackable performance from your manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, since he's come in, fair enough. You know what I mean? You don't really want to sack him. You want to give him time. But there's nothing that he's done, nothing at all, that makes you think, yeah, you know what? Going into next season, we're going to cook. Nothing. Corner for Arsenal. Great feet from Wanyeri again. There's nothing he's done. Like, what would you give me 3 things that you would look at to say, you know what? This is I'm defending Arteta. I could say, okay, this season's been bad, but we're in the knockout stage of the Champions League. We've come second. We've not lost a game to Man City, which is big for us. We have had a lot of injuries because I could make these reasons to see what things we could build on next season. What things are there that Amorim has done that make you think he can build on it next season? Other than, okay, he's got to buy new players. Corner comes in from Erdegaard. Very, very deep corner. Forest get there first. Trossard is battling for that ball. Still Trossard, can he get a shot away? Can he get a shot away the second time? No, let's go backwards. Keep the pressure on them. Keep the pressure on them. Timber. There's a shout for a handball. Don't know if it is a handball or not. Arsenal, obviously, at this point, are going to call everything. But yeah, where can you take confidence from for Amorim to say, nah, it's not a handball, it's a shoulder. Good slide. And Chris Wood was very, very aware to make sure it wasn't a handball as well. He specifically put his hands behind his back and made sure that there was no handball in that. So I swear we and Spurs compete for who is the worst. Oh, and this corner at the back post. Big, big save. That's a great jumping header. Who was that? Was that Marina? That's a big save from Sells. It's a great save. It was Marino at the back post. They had the goalkeeper and 3 defenders on the line. They are terrified of the corners from Arsenal. Declan Rice. Erdegaard's free. Erdegaard, can we find a shot? We find a cross to the back post. Erdegaard, that's such a bad decision. It's an awful cross. I swear we and Spurs compete for who's the worst team or something. Nah, you lot, definitely. It's definitely you lot because it's because of the expectation. Like, you lot are Manchester United, Spurs are Spurs. So you lot are the worst, 100%. Erdegaard again, just low IQ play. He's put the cross into an area, but there was no consideration of who he's crossing to. He's crossing that ball to Kieran Tierney. I think a shot might have made more sense there, in my opinion. Odegaard just beginning to get on the Arsenal fans' patience a little bit. And he hasn't been the same, I think, since he came back from that injury. 2 years ago, he was the top goal scorer in midfielder, but now he barely shoots. Rice picks up the ball in the midfield, finds Gabriel. Gabriel, can you find Marino? See, Gabriel tries to put the ball forwards to Trossard, but like I said, Trossard isn't running. He's not running forward. He's not breaking the lines. That's exactly what I'm trying to talk. That what I was talking about at halftime. When we're on the counter attack, there are opportunities for the wingers to overlap and break through the lines. They're not doing it. So that pass from Gabriel, it wasn't a bad decision. That pass from Gabriel is not the worst decision, but it's a bad decision in the context of the fact that Trossard is not going to run. Odegaard, he's got all the midfield to aim at. Good battle from Rice. Again, Tierney's played the ball forwards to Rice. Trossard has picked it up. Odegaard again. Rice again. Tierney, he'll look for a cross. Of course he will. Goes across the box. It's that corner. I think it's an Arsenal corner. And Tierney just not overcomplicating it. He's just, you know what he's going to do at left back. Kieran Tierney is brilliant. He's just going to pick the ball up, look for a cross. 3-2, Harry Maguire. 3-2, Manchester United. With 10 men, they're still fighting. Harry Maguire, I've said before, bro, he's disrespected by United. If I was United, I definitely wouldn't let him go. He's a super important player to that team, in my opinion. Corner comes in, back post again. Nottingham Forest get there first. Trossard. The header goes absolutely nowhere. David Raya's got it on the halfway line. Jorginho. Trossard again. Wanyeri. Timber. What are you going to do? You going to look for a cross? Oh, Timber. Just turned Nico Williams out of his shoes completely. Nico Williams was just stuttering, bro. And Marino cut out the cross. Another corner. The corners have been decent from Odegaard, but we're not getting the first contact. We need to be getting the first contact. That's a good corner. Oh, just headed wide. I think that was Kieran Tierney, yeah. Yeah, Kieran Tierney, probably not the person who you want to be making contact there. Probably not the one you want. But Saliba does well. Wanyeri does well as well. Jorginho just unlucky. Tries to get that ball over the top for Marino nice and quick. Marino's been good today. He has been good. And Arsenal have started on the front foot more than Forest, which is a little bit surprising. Jorginho gives away the foul on Gibbs White. Yeah, Gibbs White wants that ball short. Gibbs White always wants the ball, to be fair. What a player he is. I think Gabriel's been really good today. That's a great pass from Trossard into Tierney. Tierney on the switch. It's a great cross as well from Tierney over to Nwaneri. Nwaneri, he'll look for a shot. Of course he will. And we'll take that corner. So good from Nwaneri. Still so good. 17 years old. So direct. And what that does, because he's so direct, okay, he hasn't scored, but he's going to occupy 2 or 3 defenders. 2 or 3 defenders all get sucked into where the ball is. And if he can just dummy the shot, sometimes he can shoot, but if he can just dummy the shot and then look for a pass and just add that to his game, because he's just going to keep adding more and more to his game the more experience he gets. If he just adds that little reverse pass to his game, it's going to be a problem. Corner comes in, Sells gets there first. Jorginho, they try and get the ball away. Alanga's there. Alanga and Ødegaard clash. And you know what? To be fair, the ref hasn't given that one. And I think that's more of a foul than a lot of the other fouls that the ref has given. I think Alanga's got a good claim for a foul there. It was a shoulder to shoulder, but Ødegaard was never really getting the ball. It's a shoulder to shoulder, so I think it's maybe not a foul. But Ødegaard knew he wasn't getting the ball. He knew what he was doing there. I think that some of the others the ref has given earlier are like more charitable than that one. Again, Trossard just standing on the ball, not really doing anything with it. Finally finds a pass out wide. Ball over the top to Declan Rice. Can Rice get some contact on it? He can't. I think that was Marino drifting all the way out to the left wing and trying to put a pass on for Rice. Sells the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper, tries to do it quickly, and it just doesn't quite get to Wood. Arsenal pick the ball up again. Arsenal just starting to become a little bit, not dominant, because Nottingham Forest are so good defensively, but starting to be a lot more in control coming up to the hour mark. Trossard with the ball out wide. Again, he keeps getting the ball out wide and just standing on the ball and just killing time. I don't know what he's doing. I wonder at what point we see Partey, or if we see Partey, because Jorginho in there is just not offering any type of protection. The players, Jorginho is picking up some good spaces, but the players don't want to pass to him because they know that he's physically very, very weak. He's got those physical deficiencies, and if he loses the ball, it's too high risk to pass in the ball in some of those positions. Trossard up against Callum Hudson-Odoi, and then gets up against Aina. And again, that's a very, very soft foul that the ref has given. Another really soft one. Couple of changes coming up for Forest. Is that Ryan Yates, Danilo coming on? All the scores are still the same in the rest of the games. Dominguez coming off. He's probably been the most quiet. Is that Ryan Yates coming on? And Elanga coming off as well. Yeah, Yates and Danilo. That looks like more legs. Because one thing with Ryan Yates is just midfield industry. He does a lot of running in that midfield. So I'd expect your Rices and Jorginhos to be closed down even more than they would have been before. Now that it's just a 50-50 battle and a scrap for the ball. The scrappier the game, the more it benefits Forest. So it's a good pass in there from Murillo. Gibbs White finds a cross. Kieran Tierney sends it out for a corner. He had a bit of time where he could have potentially put that out for a throw on or sent it out, but you know Tierney, he's a low risk player. Jorginho trying to shut down Hudson-Odoi. We all know who's going to win that battle. Hudson-Odoi's poor touch though, and he does a little backheel to keep it on, which almost gives the ball back to Arsenal. Sells goes long, up to Wood, battling with Saliba. Wood gets the first contact though. Marino back there making a challenge. Now Trossard is breaking that line like we spoke about. Wanyeri doesn't find him though. And Erdegaard Wanyeri probably should have gone wide to Trossard when he's making that run because he's found Erdegaard, but Erdegaard is in the middle of about 5 Forest players. There's a little bit of contact there, and Erdegaard says, "Yep, I'll go down." He's just surrounded by 4 or 5 Forest players. So the ref gives that foul. Any of those types of fouls, the ref's just given them. Free kick taken quickly for Wanyeri. Rice. Erdegaard. He's got to find a cross, so he's got to find something to do with the ball. Yeah, but we're just slowly working the ball backwards. We're slowly working the ball backwards. We need a pass forwards. Jorginho goes for a long switch. It's just poor from Arsenal. We've worked it all the way backwards. Why? We had a free kick on the edge of the opposition box. Wanyeri skips past the first defender, puts a crossaway to the back post. Tierney is just, yeah. Gabriel does well to stand up Hudson-Odoi. Marino's down with an injury. Yeah, Marino's had his bloody shoe pulled off by the defender. Come on, Marino. Just give me a goal, man. One goal. That's all I want. No more goals than any of the other games either. Sells goes long again. Out to Williams. And Timber does well. Saliba goes long. Long ball over the top, looking for... Who's he even looking for? Kieran Tierney was running. Erdegaard now. No, that's Trossard, sorry. Trossard holds the ball for too long, and Aina comes away with it. We might have to get Sterling on for Trossard, you know, big man thing. I'm not even going to lie. Like, what I'm seeing from Trossard is just slow. I don't know. Like, we can't play the game this slow. Zinchenko's getting warmed up now. Is that Zinchenko going to be for Jorginho? If it's Zinchenko for Jorginho, I don't mind that. This is where Arteta's poor, man. Because if Arteta was using these man like the Tierney's and the Kiviors and the Zinchenkos, and if he was using these players from the beginning of the season, we wouldn't have the injury crisis we currently have. Nottingham Forest get through, get a shot on target, but it's saved by David Raya. It's just a long ball over the top, and Chris Wood battering rammed his way through the defence. Another cross comes in, but it's out for a goal kick. Chris Wood just tried to dig out a shot, but never really challenging David Raya too much. It is Jorginho off and Zinchenko on. I don't mind that. Similar like for like, but Zinchenko just a little bit more athletic. Not a lot more athletic, but a bit quicker, a bit more intense, a bit more of a battler. Partey must be injured then. I would have liked to see Partey on there instead of Zinchenko, but 20 minutes left. The game's there to be won for both sides. Still 0-0. I imagine Forest to be happier with a draw than us. You know, their target is Champions League. They're not really looking at a title. And I guess at this stage, Arsenal aren't really looking at a title either, to be honest. But so that's the difference already. Zinchenko's playing the ball wide to Trossard and then running up and getting himself back into play to create options. Whereas Jorginho, he's pretty much playing that pass and he's done. He's out of the game. Tierney, cross across the box. Nottingham Forest will come forwards now. Gibbs White. Saliba. Great tackle from Saliba and Chris Wood. Brilliant tackle. That's come from Trossard losing the ball again. And Gibbs White just finds these crosses from absolutely nowhere. Whenever you think Gibbs White is out of it, like he just finds a cross. He just digs a cross out of absolutely nowhere. Brilliant. Raya goes long, but I'm not sure who's going to win that ball in the Arsenal team. Timber does well. Marina does well to hold off the defender, but he goes down. Arsenal free kick. I think there's a handball from Hudson-Odoi. Wanyeri up against Williams. Williams wins that ball. Great tackle. Williams tries to clear only as far as Rice. Lads, can we find a shot? Erdegaard is moving. Timber. Wanyeri. Rice goes over the top. If we could just keep that on the floor. Rice just needs to keep that on the floor. It's a really good idea, but he could just poke that through on the floor and allow Erdegaard to get a shot off first time. When you go over the top, it's really, really difficult. Player's going to have to bring the ball down and then try and position himself to get a shot away. Rice does really, really well. You don't need to play Saka every game. I disagree that we don't need to play Saka every game. If he's like the thing is, we can play him every game. We don't need to play him for the full 90 every game. Do you know what I'm saying? There's games where we win 4-0 and Saka's still on 95 minutes into the game. Like, bro, why is he on? Just take him off. Do you know what I'm saying? Look how good Wanyeri is now. Think of where he could be if all this season, when we were up a couple goals, he was coming on for Saka. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's like Arteta doesn't trust his own players. That's never a foul. The ref's just given a foul against Marino. Morgan Gibbs White is going to look at this right on the edge of the box. This could be a dangerous area for the. He's going to call it for a high foot. Such a silly foul. If they score from here, this is just not justified at all. But it is what it is. But yeah, I think you play Saka every game or most games. Do you know what I mean? He's your star player. You're going to play him definitely every league game, Champions League games. But yeah, like if it's a game that's not important, you either drop him or you rotate him. Hudson-Odoi standing over this free kick makes me think that it's probably a cross more than a shot. I don't know if Hudson-Odoi scores free kicks. Maybe he does. In fact, there's a right footer standing over it from the right side as well. Arsenal have to just not give any silly fouls away here. It is a cross. Arsenal get first contact on it. Then Gabriel, then Tierney. Then Raya gathers it. He went to send it long, but I think an Arsenal player is down injured. It's Erdegaard with a head injury, so the ref stopped the game. Now Sterling's going to come on. I think that's going to be for Trossard. Nope, that's for Wanyeri. Fair enough. I would like to see Sterling on the left. I think Sterling plays far better off the left. But it's probably not going to happen. Last 20 minutes, the last 15 minutes rather. Raheem Sterling, can you come on and have an impact? I think he's good for this. This is what he was initially signed for. He weren't signed to be starting. He was signed to come on and do this job here. Marino picks up the ball in the right wing position. Arsenal have been kind of freestyling their play for a lot of this game, to be fair. Sterling's first touch of the ball. What can he do up against Nico Williams? Does dig out a really good cross. Zinchenko. Zinchenko finds Tierney, and Tierney gets Arsenal a corner. We need some shots, man. Then we're in the box. We're in the box, and we're finding passes and flicks. Fucking have a shot, man. We need more shots. Corner from Rice this side. Let's try and beat the first man. Rice tends to punch the corners in quite quick, and the defender just needs to get a glance on it. Maybe he's lifted that one. Back post, Marino. Marino's been really good from that side, from those corners. Oh, shout for a handball there. Odegaard, good corner. Forest get the first contact. Can Arsenal find a shot somewhere? Oh, my God. It's a 50-50 challenge with Trossard. And, of course, the ref's given a foul for Nottingham Forest. I don't know how Trossard is last in this whole game, honestly. I think Ranieri should have stayed on and Trossard should have come off. Again, it's just not a foul. It's not a foul at all. Any type of contact, and the ref is given a foul for Nottingham Forest. Can't believe the ref is given a foul for this. Cross comes in. Another soft foul. I want to check where this guy's from. Honestly. A little bit over 8 minutes left. from open play, we haven't really looked like scoring too much, apart from the Calafiori chance, the Wanieri chance. But like I say, Trossard and Marino haven't really looked like much, apart from Marino from the corners. Arteta saying to Saliba, get the ball forwards, get the ball forwards. Saliba saying there's no options. Trossard again. And again, look, no running from him. He's just going to, wherever he picks up that ball, he just stays in that one little circle. Zinchenko's through. Can he get a shot away? Erdegaard, blocked. Erdegaard again, blocked again. Why is Zinchenko not shooting? And it's offside. Why is Zinchenko not having a shot there? Let's see where the offside is. The first one is offside. Zinchenko's completely through, almost in the 6-yard box, and he's cutting it back. He's offside anyway, but have a shot. Why is he cutting it back for? Well, I don't know any other team that has anybody there that doesn't shoot. If that's Morgan Gibbs-White for Forest, he shoots. If that's Tielemans for Villa, he shoots. If that's anybody else, they're shooting. Someone's life for Liverpool, they shoot. Anybody else shoots in that position. But we want to cut it back. Just have a shot. You're in the 18-yard box. Man said, "Oh dear God, blood!" He was offside. It's 1-1. Everton have just equalised. Man said, "Us now, bro." To be fair, we didn't even play bad. We just got bare injuries, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that deep. We're not winning the league anyway, so it is what it is now. Callum Hudson-Odoi tries to cut in and get a shot away, but I've never really rated him. Now comes Partey and Ben White. Taiwo Awoni's coming on for Chris Wood. I think Chris Wood's been good today as well, to be fair. He's been good. And I imagine, obviously, Ben White for Timber. And this Partey for Erdegaard. Partey's hand in the armband to who? To Gabriel. Yes. Love to see it. Yeah, of course, but that's where we've struggled. Like where we've struggled is scoring goals. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where we've actually struggled. Like we're playing our number 8 up top. Like we've struggled with scoring goals. The rest of the game's been fine. They've had 2 shots on target. We've dealt with it. Our midfield's been decent. Do you know what I mean? It's just the injuries up top. We just can't get the goals. So every year excuse. I mean, there's only an excuse if it's not true. Like what I'm saying is literally true. Partey, he's gonna look for a shot. That's an awful shot. But it's true. Both our starting wingers are injured. Our starting striker is injured, and our backup striker is injured. So, man said 6 years without a trophy, pathetic club. We're the 3rd biggest club in England, so we can't really be a pathetic club. Do you know what I'm saying? But United fans just come and say the same shit every week. So, I don't know how you man don't get bored. Again, another free kick to Nottingham Forest. Bro, the ref is giving every type of... If we breathe on a Nottingham Forest player, he's giving a free kick. If we even breathe on a Forest player, he's giving a free kick. Even if that shot from Partey was whack, yeah, at least someone's having a shot, bro. Like, honestly. Murillo goes down the line. They're going to look for a cross. Gabriel, big head. Trossard. Partey. Partey just moves off the ball too easily from Awani. Nico Williams, shot blocked by Ben White. We have more than 3 injuries. It's not 3 injuries. Ben White's been injured for the whole season. He's literally just come back. That means that Timber has to play every game. Calafiori was injured earlier on in the season as well, which is why Lewis Skelly had to step in and play. So that's 2 from the defence. And then obviously we've got 4 attacking injuries. So that's 6 injuries. Bro, just be here next year, innit? Just be here next year. Like, I only started doing YouTube this year, so do you know what I'm saying? What's going on here? What's the ref chatting about? Corner comes in, and it goes straight out for Nottingham Forest. Thought that went out. It's a good little touch from Trossard. Zinchenko, Trossard again. Let's get to the box. Let's get a shot away. Out to Sterling. Bro, I forgot Sterling was playing. Fucking hell, bro. That's a great cross from Sterling. Partey. Trossard. Saliba's giving it away. This could be a problem. 4 pass from Saliba. Oh, what a cross that was from Anderson to Hudson-Odoi. Trossard, good feet. Can you find a pass? He does find a pass. Marino, Sterling. Ben White, that's an awful cross. Low and flat, not to anyone. Awani up against Saliba. And the ref is always going to give a foul for that, even though there's nothing there, nothing to it. Yeah, good season for Forest. And for Nuno as well, obviously, after the Tottenham Hotspur debacle. You know what I'm saying? Good to see him come back with some success. Like, this is the manager Tottenham could have had, blood, but they sacked him too early, maybe. Look what he's doing with Forest. And Forest don't spend big money. He's got players in the Championship doing this. So Forest are doing their thing. We always have these like slight overachievers every year. Declan Rice still going, still running. He's been probably our best player today. He's got no support with him. No support with him whatsoever. Sterling, great feet, good battle. Sterling again. Free kick. What? How's that their free kick? The rest basically called that a dive from Sterling. Oh my days. Sterling, you've come on for 15 minutes and you're diving. This ref is ridiculous. Forest fans thinking it must be the ball. Bro, these men are going to get relegated soon anyway, so it's calm, blood. Let them sing what they want to sing. They're at home, innit? They can sing, bro. Man are saying it must be the ball, but they ain't scored either. It's 0-0, so it's not like they've scored. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, let them sing, bro, if they want to sing, blood. It's a shit cross. There you go. That's it, bro. Finally, man can get out of it, bro. The game's done. 0-0. It's not a terrible result, to be fair. Forest away. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, Forest are one of the informed teams in the league. They've slapped up teams this season already. Do you know what I'm saying? We just had to get out of there with some sort of result. It's frustrating because for me, that was a winnable game. That was a very winnable game. It's going to be very peak when Partey, Jorginho all leave on a free and the Kroenkes decide not to spend. Bro, when you say leave on a free, yeah, Jorginho is retiring. So it's not like we're getting any money for him. And Kieran Tierney probably, what would if we sold Kieran Tierney, what would he go for? 10 mil? He's not going for a lot of money. I think Partey probably is going to stay for an extra season. Personally, I think he'll stay for another season. Like I say, Jorginho is going to retire. Jorginho is not getting us any money, and Tierney's not getting us any money. So it's not like, yeah, bro, it's peak. We're losing. Do you know what I mean? If Saka left on a free or someone like that, then you could banter us. But these men they have no value, bro. Jorginho is 32, so do you know what I mean? Not with that court case, bro. I don't even know if it's him or not. We don't even know if it's him. Do you know what I mean? Like Callum Hudson-Odoi had a rape allegation. Do you know what I'm saying? When he was at Chelsea, and that got swept under the rug. Do you know what I'm saying? So bro, if you're in England, yeah, there's bare of these footballers that have rape cases. Bare of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We'll see. But if it's a rape case thing, you need to make up your mind. Are you saying it's peak because of the rape charge, or are you saying it's peak because he's leaving on a free? Make up your mind, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, which one is it, bro? Man are just trying to throw out any type of banter, and it's not even making sense right now. Do you know what I mean? We're still 7 points behind Liverpool. We now have a game in hand. They previously had a game in hand. We now have a game in hand. So I'm saying if we can win that game in hand, we'll only be 4 points behind them. But I don't think it makes a difference regardless. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's done realistically. Do you know what I'm saying? Other Premier League fixed results. Where are we? Man United still winning 3-2. That game's nearly done. Brentford 1-1. That game's nearly done. Man City 1-0 over Tottenham. That game's nearly done, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for now. Arsenal will not want the heat. Look at United with the Greenwood case. But look at the evidence, though. The evidence with Partey, yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but the girl basically put out a bunch of tweets, and then she was tweeting, she was drunk, and she put out bare tweets, and then at the end she tweeted and said, "Oh, I'm bare drunk right now. I probably shouldn't be saying this. Let me get off the internet," and then deleted her Twitter account. Whereas with Greenwood, there's actual physical. Also, Thomas Partey hasn't been named. Obviously, man, assuming it's him, but he in England you can't legally name the player. So genuinely, we don't, with this rape case of a Premier League football player, we don't know that it's Partey because he previously had a madness with his gal. Man are assuming that it's Thomas Partey, but they don't know that it's Thomas Partey for a fact. Whereas with Greenwood, obviously, man know it's Greenwood. There's pictures of what he's done, pictures of his girl's face all beaten up, audio of him forcing the gal. So that's a totally different situation to the Partey thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think they're two different situations entirely. I think you can't really even compare them two scenarios. Do you know what I'm saying? But here's what it is. Listen, I'm out. I'm going to be live on the weekend for the game. And I don't know when we're live next for boxing. But yeah, any of the boxing. Hang on, let me check my little sheet because me and Shane have a little document sheet here for lives. When are we live again? Tuesday. Yeah, we're going to be live on Saturday for the Roach case. I doubt the case, to be honest, but you know how it goes. The allegations alone are enough to scare clubs. Mandy got screwed even after he was found not guilty. That Eubank egg slap was hilarious. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Eubank egg slap. We're going to be live for that. We're going to be live on Saturday as well. Saturday early hours. I'm not sure. I think the hours might be good for you if you're in Jamaica because we're going to be live for the Roach fight. Yeah, but Mendy's thing's different. Mendy's thing's different. Again, Andrew, I don't know how much you know about these cases not being in England yet, but Mendy's thing is different. You can't compare. Mendy was having mad sex parties and bringing bare gal over. He was bringing bare man them over to having mad orgies, all this kind of stuff. Party's thing is not Mendy, bro. Mendy had about 20 allegations by bare different gal. Party's thing is different. You can't compare them. But listen, I'm going to end the stream. Come back us on Saturday. We're going to be live on Saturday for the Roach fight, and we can talk about how Tank is conducting himself, blood. You know what I'm saying? But that's it for now. 0-0. It is what it is. Dead game, but we got to do the job in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Peace for locking in. Like the video. I'm out. Peace and love every time.